All right, hey guys, wanted to go ahead and give you guys some tips and strategies for hooks and slices. So we're going to use hole number 5 here of the Volcano Palms course. This is going to be the best hole for kind of giving you overall advice. Now, one of the things that you can see, they gave me the long tee box. I may try to use like a roll ball here to really try to roll this ball through. Now, typically what I'll do is probably just go really full here with this shot. I may be able to go bronze tee. What that'll do is it'll add just a couple extra yards, may make it just, crawl up onto that green with a very lucky break. Who knows? But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to essentially, from this tee box, maybe aim towards this pine. Now, what I'm going to, this palm tree here. So what I'm going to need to do here is I'm going to need to pull back left, pull through left. That's going to create a nice slice. So you'll see that I pull back and I'm very left with the way that I pulled. And then I'm going to try to match that angle pulling up. What this is going to do is it's going to bend it around the trees. Looks like I am just catching the trees, but you get the idea. It's a much easier shot when you're not at that last tee box. So that was pretty much worst case scenario there for us. Now what I'm going to do here is go grab her. And we're going to just try to get out of this one. A little bit uphill, a little bit of wind. I'm thinking something along the lines of this, almost 100%. I probably should have just got a little bit more aggressive. 1 more percent would have got that to roll out. And it looks like we are going to miss our 3-star achievement because of that. But, this guide here is going to be for hook slice. So I'm going to essentially just try to grind this out and kind of, teach you guys a little bit about this. So here we are. We are going to be going the other way now. And we're going to, definitely push through the, you can see that it's 223 to the pin. However, into the wind like this, we're going to still go 283 on the driver. Now, what you're going to see that I'm going to do, the pin is over here. It's over essentially very close to where my butt is there. So you can see that we're going to essentially, now we're going to do the reverse. We're going to try to we're going to try to hook this ball in. So we're going to need to, I hate how that happens. So you got to be very careful with how much you do because certain amounts will be too much. So I'm thinking somewhere around here. I am going to need to come in. As you can see, I'm maybe going 95, 96%. And then I'm going to match that motion. Just push up this way. And as you can see, it bends across a little bit more. Would have gotten it tighter to the pin. But you can see I did enough and got the hook onto the green. You can see this is going to end up costing me because I'm actually too far. So the best that I can do is essentially just go max, and it's not going to reach the green. It's not going to reach the cup there. So you can see that I ended up, punishing myself with that one, but which means that I needed just a little bit more draw. So to do a little bit more draw, you just need to angle your finger just a little bit more. So you'll need to just go if I was essentially just right here, I'd need to go maybe right here. So you can see how it's just kind of accentuating that pull a bit. Now here again, we drew the long tee box. This is one of those times that you can just kind of gently do it. So here you can see I'm going to put this ball on. It may get there with that ball. So I'm going to go bronze tee, manic ball. And we're going to maybe gently draw this. So you'll see that I'll be very careful, not to do too much there. And then same thing, I'm just going to gently come through here and just try to maybe sneak it up onto the green. Sure enough, it does. And if that stops, it's going to hold on the green. And sure enough, it looks like it did. So 27 foot, I have this nice eagle putt. And you can see a very good opportunity for us to be able to roll this in. So typically what I'll do for my putting is I'll just kind of push it through with some overpower. Essentially just try to not shank it. So I'll try to grind this out. And sure enough, roll it right into the cup. You're going to get a lot of points for this. You can see 300 some points. Easily going to be able to get our 3-star campaign there. So hopefully that makes some sense. Good luck with that hook slice technique. Let me see if I can grab one more. Maybe grab that front tee box. And we can go with one more slice. Nope. So I didn't grab it. But you get the gist. You can see with what I did with the slice, the more that you turn that, the easier it is. And let me just go ahead and I'll do a couple more slice shots or draw shots here, at least off the tee. So one of the things that I'd probably do is I'd probably go 3-wood because it's going to be downhill. And instead of playing, I'm going to essentially just hit like a light, mild draw back into the wind. What this will typically do is kind of straighten out your guide so that ball doesn't hop way too far to the right. So you can see it's still bouncing to the right, but it's a little bit less than it would be if you didn't hit that nice draw shot. So similarly with this, if you want to counter this wind a little bit, you can do that. So to counter this wind, I'm just going to go ahead and just blast this. It should be pretty close. And instead of playing the wind, I'm just going to hit a nice mild draw or mild slice there. You can see, so I'm just pointed just barely to the left. And then when I push up, I'm going to push up just through to the left. So that's going to make a nice little draw, a little slice there. And you can see with my power control, it essentially doesn't go to the left on the wind. And you can see that ball's just going straight. You can see with my grid there, it really showed that nicely, that it was essentially just straightening out the wind there. So that's another thing to be thinking about. So good luck there with your hook slice technique. And I will see you guys on future guides.